Hi everyone, and welcome to Deliver Us the Moon. So, they released the sequel to this game. It came out a little while ago. And I decided I wanted to play that for the channel. So I thought I best play the first one first. I'm not entirely sure how linked they are, because I've not played the second one at all yet. I finished this one before, but never touched the second one yet. So we're going to jump straight in and start a new game of Deliver Us the Moon.
There was a time when resources seemed endless. But in 2030, the great energy crisis began. With hardly any resources left on our world, global powers created the World Space Agency to look beyond the Earth for answers. The answer was found in helium-3, a powerful isotope discovered in abundance on the Moon. With it, humanity could satisfy its energy demand for decades to come. And so, in 2032, mankind colonized the Moon. Spearheaded by the Lunar Council, the WSA constructed several permanent settlements to harvest and process helium-3. The resulting energy was transferred to Earth through a revolutionary energy network, the Microwave Power Transmission, or MPT. For a time, all seemed well. Then, one fateful night in 2054, the lights went out. No energy. The MPT had gone offline, and communication with the lunar colonist was lost. Without earthly resources to launch a full-scale rescue mission to the Moon, the World Space Agency was shut down permanently in 2055. But a small group of former WSA colonists refused to accept humanity's bleak future. Determined to discover the colony's fate and to restore the MPT, they've been preparing their mission in an abandoned desert launch facility. Now, in 2059, they are ready to launch an astronaut to the Moon. What awaits is unknown and unforeseeable, but the mission is clear. Deliver us the Moon.
Friends and family of the missing lunar colonists gather all around the world tonight in remembrance of the 2054 MPT blackout that resulted in a global power outage and the loss of contact with the lunar colony. The blackout caused global turmoil, which ultimately led to the closure of the World Space Agency 1 year later. In other news, the recent formation of the largest dust storm on record has prompted climatologists to readjust their forecasts of the equatorial desert's growth rate. As a result of the new storm, the desert could soon cover 30% of the globe's landmass. Several governments have pledged support for refugees despite reports of resource shortages. The dust storm is expected to hit residential zones between the northern 49th and 50th latitude lines by late afternoon and pass over the World Space Agency's former MPT ground station in the Adirau Desert. Authorities have imposed a mandatory evacuation of the impacted areas. For countries north of the equatorial desert, temperatures are expected to be a mild 46 degrees Celsius. This was Nicole Page for World News 1, September 16, 2059. Wishing you a safe and happy day.
Now, if 46 degrees Celsius is mild, I sure hope this isn't in our future, because I don't know that I could cope with that. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the launch sequence for the rocket. But it's also in the rocket, so I don't have to memorize this. Which is good, because I sure wouldn't remember.
We're ready to start the mission. Do you copy?
I do copy. Let me get my spacesuit on.
Ground control to Fortuna 1, this is Claire. Please confirm radio contact.
I confirm radio contact.
Radio contact confirmed. Make your way to the launch platform and prime the rocket for liftoff. We have to launch before the dust storm hits.
Okie dokie.
There she is, the Taurus 5. It took us 4 years to get her ready for launch. But you need to hurry. The dust storm will hit this area in a few hours. If we don't succeed now, the Fortuna mission will be over for good.
And we definitely don't want that. Although I don't know if you can actually take long enough and just fail the game, like, straight up. Make sure the toilet's clean before I go. Got another book. Elizabeth kept the Johnson family together after her husband Isaac assumed a role on the Lunar Council. After her death, Claire took care of her sister Kathy before she was taken to the moon to live with Isaac. Both Isaac and Kathy have not been seen since the blackout. Well, that's sad. Although I do remember what happened, so I'm not going to say any spoilers though. A monument marks the entrance to the Fezenkov Cosmodrome. I don't know if I pronounced that right. The facility was abandoned until the Fortuna team made it their base of operations after the blackout and began preparations for humanity's last mission to space. The sign reads, "To the stars." Well, hopefully I'm going to the moon, but not the stars. If I end up in the stars, I've gone too far. Well, that doesn't bode well. The lift is broken. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure I want to get in the lift after what just happened, but
to the facility. The control center is located on the top floor. There you can prime the rocket for launch. It's been 5 years since we last received a microwave power transmission from the lunar colony. At first, no one believed it would be possible to transmit energy from the moon back to Earth. But the WSA proved the skeptics wrong. Just like you will, when you get the MPT back online.
We're sure going to give it a good go. It's dark in here. The power's out, use code 3548. 3548. Let's open the blind, get some light in here. I'll be honest, it didn't help much.
This building building once functioned as part of the WSA, but it's been our home for many years now. I still can't believe you'll be leaving here for good soon. The desertification of this whole region won't take long after the storm passes through.
Hang on a minute. Leaving for good? What do you mean now? Have you got no plans on bringing me back from the moon? They're abandoning me on the moon. Seems harsh. Oh, I got a little... like... token? Little coin? I wanted to read the note. During the something malfunction we had comms with Earth, the blackout is different. How does... let's say a whole colony go silent? What happened up there? That is what we are going to find out. I remember what happened up there, but like I say, no spoilers. One of the few survivors of the 2048 Huygens cryosleep malfunction, Maria brought her damaged ASE unit back to Earth with her. She's been trying to repair her ASE in hopes of restoring holographic recordings captured by the device during her time at the research facility. Don't forget everyone, we've lost that day. Put this by the lift. Trying to make sure I collect as many of the items and stuff as I can, because that's how a lot of the story in this game is told, is through like documents and stuff. So I'm going to try and make sure we pick up, and it's been a while since I played the game, so I don't remember where they all are, so we will almost certainly miss some, but I'm going to try and grab as many as we can. They were playing beer pong. Fair. Gotta keep yourself busy. Fortuna 1 is a go.
Isolated 3 plausible causes for the MPT blackout. 1, the transmitter at Pearson Space Station.
Claire, there you are. Come on, we're celebrating in the other room. Everyone is looking for you.
I need to go over this one last time, Maria.
We've been over it before, multiple times. We're good. Come. It's time to join the party.
It won't take long. I'll be right there.
A true Johansson. Once he set his mind to something, I could never convince him either. You're just as stubborn as your father.
Probably the only thing we had in common. I just don't understand why he didn't restore the MPT connection. He invented the damn thing. And now it's just us. No one else is even trying. If we fail...
Remember what I told you. If it can be done, then we're going to do it. That's all we have to focus on. Go over your notes. Join us when you're ready.
All right. Causes of the blackout. Right. Secondly, it could be one of the network misses.
So, Claire is the daughter of the guy who created the MPT network. And now she's helping us. Recruited straight out of university, Claire Johansson designed the Taurus 5 rocket for the Fortuna mission. Claire was eager to join the team to uncover the fates of her father and sister on the moon after the 2054 blackout. I get that. I would want to know what happened too. Is that the launch sequence again in really big print? Let's try and find the... Oh, here we are.
Good. You're in the control center. Get the rocket ready to launch as fast as possible.
Sure thing. Reboot. If in doubt, reboot.
Calculating new storm ETA. Claire, we have a problem. The storm is approaching faster than expected. Way faster. Time's running out. Keep going, Fortuna. We've been working too long to give up now.
What have we got to do? Close both fuel valves. I'm assuming that's outside. There's one. I know this seems weird, but I'm doing this because I know the solution to the puzzle. Can you grab that, please? Can you grab that, please? Grab it whenever you're ready. Where's the button? There we go. Because I know what you're thinking. There's a ladder right there. Why did you bring some stairs up? It's because if you try and climb that ladder, it breaks. So rather than going through the cutscene, or the animation, of watching the ladder break...
Okay, the hydrogen valves are closed. Head back inside the control center to prime the rocket for launch.
I found this section weird because why aren't they here to help?
The rocket is primed. You have to launch now, before the dust storm destroys the rocket and everything we've worked for.
No, I'm on it. I've only got 90 seconds. This is why I don't understand why someone couldn't have been in the control room with us. Like, I could have been in the rocket while they were doing that. But hey ho. I made it with plenty of time left on the timer.
Rocket navigation systems online. We're nearly there. It's just like your training. You can do this. Initiate launch procedure. Ground launch sequencer started. Orbital axis arm retracting. Be a little more careful. Perfect, just like we've practiced.
Now this one. B3, B4.
Auxiliary power units booting up.
Now this one.
Gaseous oxygen vent arm holding, but barely. Try to go easy on the equipment. Vent arm safely in place.
It speeds up, it's mean.
Sound suppression system engaged. Hydrogen burner system activated. Rocket boosters ready for ignition. Standing by for countdown. Rocket boosters ignition start. Engines ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, start, 1. We have liftoff.
Well, that went well. I didn't fail. Well, I mean, I failed a couple of bits. I didn't do everything first try, but we launched the rocket. Hopefully everything's going alright.
The rocket has entered the thermosphere. You're on your way, Fortuna 1.
Have we got to do anything?
The view must have been breathtaking when the first astronauts made their way to the moon just 100 years ago. They knew an Earth full of life. All we know today is dust. If you can bring the MPT network back online, it could restore the hope humanity lost after the lunar colony fell. We could recover, rebuild, and most of all, start thinking about a future. You'll need to find the MPT transmitter at the Pearson space station. From there, the power signal was relayed to Earth. This was the final link in the MPT network before the blackout. If there are answers to find, they're at Pearson. Claire, we need to head down to the shelter. These winds are getting bad. Understood. Fortuna 1, this storm is going to jam radio contact. You'll be on your own for a while. To reach the station, you must... Once you're in the... 58-second stage of the launch. Please, deliver us the...
Now we do this thing. I successfully piloted the rocket. Do you pilot a rocket? I'm gonna go with yes. Oh, now I've got to park. Oh, wrong button. Oh, this is looking pretty perfect. Nailed it.
Ground control to Fortuna 1. You must have reached Pearson Space Station by now. The storm has severely damaged our instruments, so we can't read your location or receive any messages. But we can detect fluctuations in the MPT network. If you can hear this, when you reach the control center, try to find out what's wrong with the MPT connection so you can bring it back online. Good luck with that.
One of Isaac Johansson's greatest achievements, the MPT transmitter directed the energy signal sent from the moon to Earth from 2041 until the blackout in 2054. As construction continued and Isaac's responsibilities within the WSA grew, the distance between him and his family began to take its toll. Being in zero gravity in this is, at times, a little disorientating. Which is understandable, because I'm guessing that's a little bit what it's like in real life. Never been in zero gravity in real life. Oop. When I remember the controls, it will get a little less disorientating. At the minute, I'm still trying to figure everything out. Let's get this open to grab some oxygen. Thought I might be able to open the locker. I couldn't. Now you will see me essentially just doing the puzzles. But, I mean, that's not necessarily going to be the case for all of them. But certain ones, like this one, I remember. You had to grab the other one and then get this in here. I can't remember if there's anything down here, but I'm going to take a look before I reboot the... Is it just a big thing of oxygen? Looks like it. Which is a little unnecessary when you know what you've got to do, but, you know, still. Now we have life support again. Find your head. go anywhere from here? No. Kind of locked in, we just gotta go up through here.
Expedition team, do you copy?
Copy, Control. We're all set. Ready for descent.
The MPT network is still down, so expect the lights to go out as you descend towards Copernicus.
Thanks for the heads up, Pearson.
Remember, Sarah, our oxygen here in the station is limited. After arriving, you'll have 40 minutes to find out what caused the blackout and bring our MPT network back online. If you're not back by then, we'll have to evacuate without you.
We hear you, Control. Rolf, you ready?
I am. And don't worry, Control. It's probably just a glitch. We'll be back before you know it.
Let's find out how they've been holding up down there. Alex, commence descent protocol.
All systems go. Descent in 3, 2, 1. Descent engaged. Godspeed.
So this space station, I suppose, sent a team down to try and figure out what was going on. Clearly they were unsuccessful in turning it back on. But that's why we're here. This is where we're going to leave this episode, and we will carry on exploring the Pearson Space Control Center, Space Station, whatever they call it, next time out. If you enjoyed this one, hit the like button below, and let me know what you thought in the comments, and join us next time for the next one.